So, Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Mehtab Amanwala and I'm a student at Rehan School Online Academy. So, welcome to my studio, Inspiring Minds, where I will try to inspire you and inspire minds of every guest that will come in my studio. So, today I have a very special guest in my studio, and his name was Christopher Atman. And let's start this interview with the introduction of our guest. So, first of all, hello, how are you today?
Uh, Assalamu alaikum. I am fine, thanks. And how are you?
Walaikum Assalam. I'm good. Thanks for your time, and it's having a pleasure. Wait, okay. Thank you so much. So, first of all, can you introduce yourself, and then we will continue our interview.
Yeah, my name is Christer Edman. I am 65 years. I am retired, and I am also running a coach company. I am working together with a coach assistant and my assistant, and I have been working at IBM for 7 years as a project manager. I also worked as a business developer at Ericsson for 3 years and was a business partner for 4 years to IBM. I also worked at Second Chance, and there I worked a year as at the support living as a coach with addicted and ex-criminals and defectors. I worked 9 years in prisons with inmates, 4 different prisons. I am also coaching leaders, and I'm a mentor as well. So I have a quite broad background. I worked many years also within IT at IBM. It was all the time IT projects and also as a program manager. I have a coach certificate from International Coach Federation, and I'm a professional coach certified, so I have the PCC level. I love to travel. I've been in many different countries, more than 30 countries actually, and several times. So what I love to do, I have passion for engage, encourage, and inspire, especially people who wants to improve their leadership skills and personal development and career coach. Also working with lifestyle changes and health coaching. So this is what I am doing and love to do.
That's wonderful and great introduction. And okay, now we will continue this interview. So, you have your own career well-being coaching. So, what inspired you to pursue a career in a career well-being coaching? And can you explain me that? What is it basically?
Well-being, it's a cover. It's I should say it covers both work life and the private life. And our well-being is so important, no matter what we want to do in life or where we are. So that is. I have gone through a lot myself in my life, and I have seen many things which people suffer from. I've been homeless, jobless, and have gone through so many different kind of situations in life. And coach, the most important is to ask powerful questions and listen to the clients and see what they want help with. I am also doing group coaching, which I really like to do because it's a very special situation, atmosphere when there are more people than just one or two sitting together. That is so inspiring because we have all different talent, skills, and experiences. So to bring in that is great for the well-being, I should say, and also from the family, from friends, and have people who are supporting us in what we want to achieve in the future. So our vision and dreams are important for the well-being, and to follow up with activities which are leading us towards that true goals.
That wonderful, great. So, now explain me that how did you transition from project management and logistics into coaching? It is difficult for you.
Yeah, I can do that. I was working a lot at IBM with people who are coming from different countries. And when we worked at IBM, I was a project manager for a knowledge management and the knowledge transfer from Sweden to other countries. So there were many teams and they lived in Sweden. And I was noticing it was more about the personal coaching so the people could feel calm and happy, even if it was a hard situation, and also coaching them in how they could use their skills and their talents in the best way. I was also working with people who were forced to stop the work and they didn't know what to do. So then I was coaching them as well. So it was a lot of personal coaching I had to do. And the best evidence of that was one of the team members I had. And he said, "You are a people's manager." That was a nice word, I think.
Wonderful. Great. So now explain me that what skills from project management have helped you in your coaching career?
How the project management experience have helped me into the coaching.
Yes.
Yep. Thanks. Yeah. I can give examples. With my experiences, it's so easy for me to listen to project managers, to leaders, what they are going through, because I have that experiences myself, so I can recognize situations. It's not that. That's why I also say that I am mentor, but I differ between mentorship and coach, because when you're a mentor, then you can give like advices and so on. But as a coach, it's only about asking questions. But it's good to know the area and to ask questions which is based a little bit from their reality, or understand their reality also, for taking the steps which are important to do, as well as a coach which can challenge people in the beginning. So I'm not afraid for asking questions which can be a little bit provocative, but that's good for the mindset and to change. And sometimes we need someone who can bring up the things which are under the surface.
Okay. So you find an innovation named maybe Kremen Innovation. So what led you to found Kremen Innovation in 2020?
Um, why I use the innovation, or which areas?
Yes.
Yeah. The name, yeah, I was first called my company Kreman problem consultant, and that was like a negative word. That is like you are having problem and focus on problem. Then I decided to change the name to something which is more future oriented, and then I took the innovation name. And when I was working at IBM, I was taking a lot of internal courses during those 7 years when I worked at IBM. It's like an academy, you can say. So I was studying on my own innovation courses because I'm so interested in it. And I also worked in a rural area as a community coach. And then I was actually teaching about innovation from idea generation to the deliverance of the different kind of projects, and also entrepreneurship. And so that was also what I worked with in the prisons. So innovation is a more positive word for it, and that's why I chose to change from the old name problem consultant to Kreman Innovation. And Kreman is coming from creativity, or Christer, Edman, and man, Creman. So that's part of my name. So I was thinking about creativity. I'm a man, and it's my name, Christer Edman.
Great. Wonderful. Can you share a success story from your time as a coach at Kremen Innovation?
Yeah, I can give an example. I'm using something which is called Wheel of Life. And Wheel of Life contains 8 different areas, and it can be everything from the personal development, the personal how we are feeling doing right now, to work, to career, uh, to family life. So it has 8 different areas. So when I'm working as a coach, It's about finding what the person needs help with, what the goals are. So that's a great tool. And then also the smarter following up for creating the goals. I don't know if I answered the question really.
Yeah, but it's answered and it's good maybe. Okay, we will move to next question. So, can you explain me that what challenges have you faced in your coaching career and how did you overcome them?
Yeah, yeah. The challenges is I will give one example. Here I am back now. I remember one of the clients I had came to me and started up and talk about wanted to start up business, his own business, and with the help of the Wheel of Life, I could explore with him by asking the right questions. His major challenge was the family life because his wife was afraid of him starting up a company when she was thinking about they have children, how can they manage the financial situation. So the questions led to create a happy family life, and it ended up with he was happy, and then he applied for another job instead and got a safe future as an employee, and continued with his education, and then he started up with his own when he was financially safe and had prepared for the future. And he did also talk to his wife about those things, so they could collaborate in a good way, and he was happy with family, with his child and everything. So that's a good example of coaching.
Wonderful, great. So, how do you ensure that your wellness programs effectively balance work life stress?
uh, how I like or how I work with balance for the life stress.
No, how you work.
How I work.
Yeah.
Okay. As I said, I start with the wheel of life. That is the 8 pieces, 8 areas which are important to understand about. And also by asking questions, what are your dreams? What are your goals in life? What are your experiences? And also to see what kind of talents and skills the person have. And it's a lot also about going beyond the current mindset by using visualization and different kind of techniques for actually remove the patterns in the brain, because when we are continue we are habits, we are humans who are following the same procedures we have learned, and to stretch that we need to use creativity, and creativity, to spark that we need to provoke ourselves in some way, and therefore it's good to use different kind of techniques for it. So I'm thinking, and also the six thinking hat, to make sure that the person is on the right track and we are talking about the same thing, facts, and if we are talking about what are the benefits, what are the challenges, and so on. So that's one. And lateral thinking, it is Edward de Bono was great in this. I've been working with for many years, and so I'm working a lot with creativity, inspiration, and find out the person's. When a person is happy, it's also very important because it's a play. We need to play much more. Don't take everything like it's deadly, something which is so serious. It's serious when we are coming to deliverance, and as a project manager, I know that it's important to deliver in time, to have a scope and follow up with everything which is needed. But when we are starting up and setting the goals and so on, then we need to play and enjoy and use our, I should say, many times hidden talents. Another example was a person who was unemployed and was working at IBM together. I was actually coaching at IBM and mentor there as well. So I asked, what are your hidden talents? what do you do on your what do you do when you leave IBM? Oh, I will go to the boat exhibition of this. Okay, would you like to work with boats and make it as a job? Would that be possible? Oh, I haven't thought about that. Maybe you should think about that. And when you are going around there and you talk and see what the possibilities are and what you need to work with boats. So that's a good example.
Wonderful, great. So, can you explain me the coaching techniques that help enhance client self awareness?
With two words, how I create awareness or the awareness.
Yes, I can repeat my question. So, my question is that can you explain the coaching techniques that help enhance client self awareness?
Oh, self-awareness. That's a lot about making sure that you are understanding what you're feeling, what you're thinking about your feelings, and that you can express your feelings and talk about your feelings. Because what is very many times hinder us from stretching our mindset and see something new is that we are stuck in our feelings and they are taking over, and we have those kind of feelings which sometimes can make us afraid of something new. Then we need to understand, I'm afraid to this, what do you need for going beyond? So you challenge your fear instead of staying there. For example, when you start up an initiative for the first time, it's very scary. I know those things, or standing in front of a group of people. That was my biggest fear earlier, and I challenged it by taking courses. I took taking the stage, and I was speaking for many people and so on. So I should say to create awareness is to get to know ourselves, what we feel, what we think, what we want to do in the future, how we can change those feelings by taking action. And there is no change without taking action. And we don't need to know before we start. I used to say that the first step you take is a step towards your goal to achieve what you want. But if you are afraid for doing it, you will not go anywhere.
Right, Bilkul. And yeah, now explain me that what did you enjoy most about your role as a coach and supervisor at Lernia?
The most enjoyable, yeah. Atlania.
Yes.
Okay, what I enjoy most in my role as a coach when I worked at Lernia. Lernia is a competence company. I was working with clients who were from many different countries, and it's one of the biggest competence companies in Sweden. I was also working in prisons almost 5 years when I worked at Lernia. So the best when I was working there was to see the people when they could see new possibilities. And if I take two groups of people, I have coached so many different kind of people. They have had different kind of jobs. It could be a priest. It could be company manager, doctors. It could be electricity worker, IT workers, and it could be analphabets. They said, I don't know anything. Yeah, what did you do in your country when you were there? Oh, I was a farmer. I was producing this. I made coffee. Yeah, you're a businesswoman and you can do something about it. Maybe you can look if you can find a job for doing that here in Sweden. And then the person was changing. And the other one, I should say, when you're like stuck in your role, I am a doctor. Okay, but you speak Swedish. No, that's the problem. Okay, do you have the certificate for working in Sweden? No, I don't have it. Do you want to get it? What do you need for getting it, and so on? And in the prisons, it was also to see when people could, oh, I don't know anything. I can't do a decent work. I have only done business like illegal business. Then I said, you're an entrepreneur. Can you switch that and start to pay taxes and make serious business instead of sitting in a prison? It must cost you a lot of suffering to sit here. So it was a lot about inspiring people to change their mindset. And when they started doing it, and I have many contacts still with people who have actually switched their lives totally, and that's so I'm so happy to see it.
Okay. So now, can you explain me that how did you adapt your coaching style to the met the needs of the diverse client at Lernia?
It's a little bit. I lose the contact sometimes. Can you repeat the question, please?
Okay, sure. How did you adapt your coaching style to meet the needs of diverse clients at Lernia?
Oh, how I adopted my coaching style to the different clients at Lernia.
Yes.
Good question. I should say this is a key question as a coach. That is about asking questions like, what do you want? What are your dreams? What? And then listen. Listen to what they're saying. What are your experiences? That is also so can combine what they want, what they dream about with their experiences, and to make the best from that and see what they need and set up the goals and to the go to the activities, and from the activities where they are 3 years from now, 5 years from now, it might sound time when you are coming there for the first time. And then it's also about what is the most important for you right now. It might be like they need money, a job for staying or something like that. Okay, what kind of job you can start, even if you don't like the job, but you might learn something and you can at least get some money for what you are doing while you are working towards your goal. And the most not most, but when I try to inspire people is to enjoy the situation where they are, no matter how challenging it is. Because if you can be pleased with the situation and see what will the future be, can I apply this, what I'm learning right now, later on? Then you are like a winner. For example, people have been in prisons and so on for a longer time. When they are stuck there, if their mindset is right and they can have a vision and looking forward, then they can go step by step by step by step. And then one day they have got the competence, the knowledge, so they can apply it even when they are outside. They might write a book when they are in the situation, and the book can help them to go through the hard times. So that is what I should say, the way I'm applying it when I worked at Lernia.
Okay. So my second last question with you is that what role does technology play in your coaching practice?
Uh, did you say what role artificial knowledge play in coaching?
I'm saying that what role does technology play in your coaching practice?
Okay, artificial knowledge play in my coaching.
Yes, technology.
Oh, the technology. It's I should say it's the major part because I'm an online coach. I'm coaching people worldwide online. Been doing for many years. So technology is so important. Without technology, we can't connect with other people than the physical right around us. And if we start with the phone, mobile, or the telephone, when we start to, or we reading newspapers, then the smoke signals for make to different kind of groups of people. It has gone beyond now when we are talking about technology and artificial intelligence and the possibilities with that when it's picking sources, automized processes, and so on. So I should say, without technology, it would not be possible to be an online coach, and it's important then to use the tools, the technology, for example, booking, rescheduling, and setting up. Is it possible to get the questions automatically, get the answers? Do I have to sit physically with the person and ask like that? No, we can start up with questions before and then go to the next step when we are physically interacting. So technology is very important, I should say.
Okay, great. Uh, my last question with you is that how do you use data and feedback to refine your coaching programs, and how would you describe your coaching style in one sentence?
how you find my coaching programs and where or
Yes, how do
or
you
how
use your
I
data? No, I'm saying that how do you use your data and feedback to define your coaching programs?
how I use the data for my coaching.
Yes.
Okay, the data I am getting, I can reuse in some way because many of the challenges people have is based on the similar. We have like the basic human needs up to the more higher goals we have in life, and the data which is coming up are very similar for people. We want someone we we are living together with, love with, and we have family and careers. There are similar things the data is showing, and the data is also individual. So an individual telling me something, then that is very important for the next question and the next question, for helping them to explore more about themselves and what their strategy, what their activities will be for achieving their goals in life. So data is very, very important. Without the data, I should say data is like just the facts, and then we must also know what are the sources for the data. And the sources can be what you and me are talking about right now. If we are record this and then we transmit it to new kind of knowledge, then it's very valuable data maybe for someone else. So data is very, very important, but it must be, I should say, checked up. You need to review the data. What are the sources? Where are they coming from? What are their experiences? Why and who? In whose interest is the data, for example? That's also important to know. So we are not just giving away things and taking things without knowing the sources, because otherwise we can be manipulated, which is very dangerous in the world today, where people can run fast towards one way, but the right way might be on the opposite way, and then all are doing something which creating chaos and war and conflicts. We can see many examples of that when we are talking about data.
Okay. And it's my last question, and the last question is that how would you describe your coaching style in one sentence?
Interaction, personal interaction with the person I am talking to, creating, I should say, an environment that where the person can feel listened to, cared about, and I'm not distracted. There are no hidden agenda. I am fully here with you, like on this interview. That's why I'm asking questions like, explain. I missed your question because you're asking really good questions. So my coaching style is also to give instant feedback. So it's building a relationship. It's all everything's about creating an opportunity for building a relationship which goes beyond the surface. We are not just product. That's why I'm saying that AI can be a tool, but it can never replace a human being and the real interaction.
Okay. In the last of this interview, any message that you want to give to our audience who is watching this interview, so you will give.
I should say keep on learning and sharing. I think that's so important. And be yourself and follow your dreams. Create goals in life and make sure that you have it step by step so you can achieve your goals. And never forget your dream. The dream and vision is so important. And connect with people, talk to people. If you get in challenges, it's better to ask for help and admit that I don't know this area. I started up that with AI. I don't know what is it. I want to know from the beginning. I was like, no, I don't want to get involved. Today, it's a word where I should say if we don't use AI, we will lose. We will lose so much of time. We will lose so much of possibilities. And if we want to really meet with the people other physically and online, then we should automate our flows so we can let the AI work for us. But we need to know and have a policy and know what their sources are.
Okay. Thank you so much, Sir Mr. Edman, that you will give me your precious time for this interview. And it's wonderful to having you in this episode of Inspiring Minds. And I love this interview. Maybe you also enjoyed this interview. And the audience who are watching this interview, maybe they also enjoyed this interview. So we will end this interview. And yeah, stay connected with me. And yes, take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz and bye bye.
Thank you so much. It was a great interview by you.